at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete on the drag route to Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to throw here. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 95 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that get deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Leopard. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All right, now, lucky
They'll look to throw. The right's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We always talk about and we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. D. Ford in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone, and those those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll drop to throw. Finds a man with a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw here. And here he's got Grant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pitch out to Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The tackle there by Mark Barron.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They will run again with Coleman. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Right back to Drake, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw spinning away. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Look to throw here. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Dante Hightower in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sanders' kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground with Drake, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a handoff for Drake, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this. Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run with Drake, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me!
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. Get your grip. That's why we see some of the guys now, they put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you've got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be this game. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the